wins war. I have, in the sense that at the end of the Second World War, I was drafted into the army. I knew about flying bombs. I saw bodies in streets. My father was very badly wounded, so I know what war is about. Some of you here will know that too. War is absolutely stupid, it's ghastly, it's cruel and immoral. The United Nations was set up in 1945 to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war. That's what's in the Charter. Save succeeding generations from the scourge. The Charter is not perfect, it's fragile. And for a major politician to tear the Charter up and to ignore its obligations, I think is immoral and a great criminal act. And I think that's what we're here to talk about today. Tony Blair, under the influence of George Bush, wanting to be a big boy at the table of the world statesmen, was pushing this country into war. We know before the agreement was even signed or anything in Parliament, it was always stitched up originally. And he did not do anything according to the United Nations. The problems of Iraq could have been solved non-violently. In fact, they were solved by massacring hundreds of thousands of people. I think that's a criminal act, and I think that if the Hague Court had the ability, it hasn't at the moment, had the ability to condemn acts of aggression, Tony Blair would be there. I'm also glad to be outside a major academic institution, because up and down the country, major academic institutions go with the government on all these issues. And don't tell me there isn't military research going somewhere in University College London. It's going all around the country. There'll be tie-ups with the military and employment, and so I'm very glad to be here as well. For them to in any way to host Tony Blair in any way, however distant, is completely wrong. And I congratulate everybody here, and I hope we will continue to haunt Tony Blair for a very long time indeed. Thank you all for coming.
What that means in ordinary language. In ordinary language, that's the spooks and profitability department. That's what that department really is. This is about linking a supposedly serious university with the arms industry, with the security apparatus, and there is absolutely no justification for that. The aims of a higher educational institution should be to enhance human life, not to make an alliance with the people who are out to end on a massive scale the existence of human life. But it's no surprise that if that's your project, then your chosen representative on that day should be Tony Blair. What other politicians other than George W. Bush and Tony Blair have been responsible for a single bigger loss of life than those two politicians were responsible for in the Iraq War and the continued occupation of Afghanistan? Now, the majority of people in this country always opposed the Iraq War. By 85% now in the opinion polls think that the occupation of Afghanistan is a bloody, useless, wasted disaster. Why is this institution asking the person who's responsible for that to come and open it? It flies in the face of what the majority of people in this country think. It flies in the face of what a majority of students think. It flies in the face of what a majority of the staff think in the University College of London. This is a disgrace, and we're here to say that the people responsible for it should hang their heads in shame, and the man that's opening it should be on trial for war crimes.
With Jimmy Savile, the nation is being asked to turn a blind eye to the fact that the evidence has proven time and time again that a former Prime Minister of ours is indeed a war criminal. And on Friday, after the court case, I will be asking our current Prime Minister, David Cameron, he must now open a criminal investigation into what happened in the Iraq War, and he must refer Tony Blair to The Hague to stand trial for crimes against peace. Yeah. Thank you.
Everybody, I'm representing Sarah today, and the words that I have to say are very important because we are all students here. We are uniting together to show our solidarity with the people that have gone, victimised by this man for years and years and years. And Blair is still in this public eye. And why is he not here today? Because he's weak and he's a wimp. And we wanted to tell him face to face, and we will get him one day. We need him out of the public eye because he has caused so much terror to so many people's lives. public space. We do not want to be affiliated with, as students, we do not want to be affiliated. Why is he here? Why is he doing these things continuously? We need to build this movement because we are the future. The students here today are the future. So carry on and be there on Friday because we are the people and we are the students and we are going to stop this man, Tony Blair.
We've actually just found him. Okay, thanks very much, Shadia. And I'd just like to echo the point that Shadia just made. This is not just a historical protest. The truth of the matter is, Tony Blair